Hi, kindergarten friends! Welcome back for another week. This week, I wanted to talk to you about the word growth. This is how you spell the word growth. Do you know what the word growth means? Let's talk about it. When something grows, it can become longer. So I have my tape measure, and as I pull it out, it's growing longer. When something grows, it can grow older, like think about a baby. When a baby is born, then grow into a little kid, and then maybe they start to become a teenager, and then an adult, and then they grow older. When something grows, it can grow stronger. So think about if you have a weight and you lift your weights, ooh, my muscles are growing stronger with every time that I lift my weights. Or when something grows, it can grow taller, like these Lego blocks. Every time I add a block, it is growing taller. But did you know that that's not the only type of growth that there is? Things could also get bigger. They could grow bigger. Now, what do you need to grow? Well, do you remember when we learned about plants? What did that plant need to grow? You're right, it needs sun, rain, air, and what? Did it need anything else? No. When you planted the seed in the soil and the seed got water, what happened? It got bigger. That's right. Look, for example, this is a little baby plant that I have. I planted it not too long ago, but I have another plant that was just like this baby plant. And look at it now. Whoa! It has gotten bigger. It is growing. And do you know why? It's because it sits in the sun. It's because I water it, and it gets air every day. It's growing. Well, do you remember when I said that people can grow? Remember, they start as babies, they turn into kids and teenagers. What does a person need to grow? A person needs food, just like the plant needed food, right? Food, water. The rain was the plant's food. What else? A person needs sleep. Did you know that? If you do not get a good night's sleep, you're going to have a hard time growing. It's really important. A person might need exercise. Remember this weight? It helps my muscles grow bigger, but it also helps me get bigger, right? And a person needs love. It's important that we're loved and that we love one another to help each other grow. But did you know that my muscles and my plants and my blocks, these are not the only things that can grow? Did you know that your brain is growing too? Your brain is always growing. It is one of the most important organs in your body. And your brain is unique and one of a kind. Nobody has a brain like yours, just like nobody has a brain like mine. And your brain is always getting bigger. It's always getting stronger. And so I wanted to talk to you just a little bit about the growth, remember our word growth, of your brain. Everybody's brain is different. Everybody's brain is unique. And just because my brain is not like your brain doesn't make me any more special than you. We're all different. And I'm not any better because my brain is different. Well, I wanted to talk to you about my friend Leo. Leo is a tiger, and he's not like his other friends. Look at his face. He looks kind of sad here. I wonder why he's sad. I'm going to read this book, Leo, and I want you to watch what is happening to Leo in this book. His friends are growing, but Leo's not. But something's going to happen, and I want you to watch. Read with me to find out. Here's our front cover, and we have our important information. We have our title, and then there's our author, Robert Krause, and then our illustrator, Jose Arugo. Leo couldn't do anything right. He couldn't read. Oh my goodness. Look at all of his friends reading, and look at his face. It's feeling sad he can't do it. He couldn't write. I'm noticing they're all writing their names, and Leo just has a bunch of scribbles. He doesn't know how to write his name. Do you remember when you couldn't write your name? How did that make you feel? Yeah, probably kind of like Leo. He couldn't draw. Oh man, more scribbles. He was a sloppy eater. That means he was really messy. Look at that stuff all over his face. And he never said a word. Hoot! Thrump! Spit! Crunch! What's the matter with Leo? Asked Leo's father. Nothing, said Leo's mother. Leo is just a late bloomer. Do you remember that word, bloom? We talked about it last week with chrysanthemum. Like a flower gets bigger, it grows. So if he's a late bloomer, he's not growing yet. Better late than never, thought Leo's father. Every day, Leo's father watched him for signs of blooming. Look at his father. He's speaking. Is anything happening yet? And every night, Leo's father watched him for signs of blooming. I wonder. Are you sure Leo's a bloomer? Asked Leo's father. Patience, said Leo's mother. A watched bloomer doesn't bloom. Oh my goodness, do you remember he was watching him? So if he keeps watching, that's not going to bloom. So Leo's father watched television instead of Leo. Is he really watching television? The snows came. Leo's father wasn't watching, but Leo still wasn't blooming. The trees budded. Leo's father wasn't watching, but Leo still wasn't blooming. Then one day, in his own good time, Leo bloomed. I wonder, what does that mean? He could read. Look at all the books that he knows how to read. He could write. Wow, look at the fancy way he wrote his name. He could draw. Wow, look at that picture right there. So beautiful. And he ate neatly. Look, he's not making a mess. He also spoke. Do you remember back when his friends were all making noises and Leo didn't say a word? And it wasn't just a word. It was a whole sentence. And that sentence was, I made it. The end. Do you know what this book makes me think of? This book reminds me of back when I was in pre-kindergarten and kindergarten and even first grade. I didn't know how to read when I first started. I didn't know how to write my name. I don't think I was a very neat eater. definitely wasn't a good drawer, but over time, with lots of practice and with lots of work, I learned how to do those things. Do you remember when you didn't know how to write your name? How'd that make you feel? You probably felt a lot like Leo, right? But we practiced writing our names every day, and what happened? You learned to write your name too, and I bet that made you feel pretty good, right? You probably felt a lot like Leo. I just wanted to remind you this week and always that just because you can't do something yet doesn't mean you won't be able to do it. Our brains are all different and they're always growing, but they grow at different times. Just because your friend can do something that you can't do doesn't mean that you won't be able to learn. It might just take some extra practice and it might just take some extra hard work, but you can learn to do it and you can always be growing. Things aren't always easy and it might take a long time like Leo, but you can grow too and your brain can keep getting bigger and keep growing stronger because it knows more and more and more. So I wanted to encourage you during this time, think about something that you can't do yet. What can you not do? Right now, Ms. Hollis can't run very fast. So I've been working really hard each and every day to get better at running. And do you want to know what? I've already gotten a little bit better. I've shaved some time off of my run. What can you not do yet? Is there anything that you've been really wanting to do? Maybe that a friend can do or a family member, but you don't know how? You got it? Okay, well, here's what I want you to do. I want you to work. I want you to work really hard. This time at home, and then summer's coming, that's a perfect time to work on these things that you might not be able to do yet, but you can do it. Just keep practicing and keep working. I know that you'll be able to grow. It might just take a little time. Just like our flowers need a little sunshine, a little rain, a little air. You might just need a little extra practice and a little extra time too. But you can do it. You can grow big and strong. And you can bloom too. So, good luck. I can't wait to hear about all the things that you learned to do. Thanks for joining me this week. See you. Bye.